The royal family gets residuals off of anything that we play by Queen. Yeah, right. Good day. We mentioned it is a Thursday, the 16th day of January 2020. Yeah, I'm still getting used to that one. Oh, boy. Let's see. What's going on? Well, you maybe heard the this year's class of inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, now, the list includes Whitney Houston. Really? I mean, come on. Whitney Houston? What? I mean, yeah, she was a good singer, but, I mean, there's no way Whitney Houston was a rock singer, right? Why not Barry Manilow, huh? Or Michael Bublé? Yeah. Yeah, well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is about rock. Yeah. Kind of like the same way the Gourmet Food Hall of Fame is all about McNuggets. Oh, boy. What do you think, Gene? Whitney Houston belong there?
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Yeah. She's, you know, because somebody's rock one way is somebody's the other way. That's the way.
Okay.
So, yeah, she had a great voice. One in a million, and the stuff she did was pop music. No, wasn't necessarily rock, but there's guys and gals that are in the Hall of Fame that same way. So, I don't know. When we let the first one in, it was downhill after
It
that.
left the door open, didn't it?
Yep, it certainly did.
Oh, boy.
Pandora's box.
Yes. Kind of the way the legislature in Sacramento works, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Very interesting.
How about some birthdays today?
How about birthdays?
Okay. Opera singer Marilyn Horne is 86. Why isn't she in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Okay, singer
She
Barbara
might
Lynn.
be, and you don't know it.
Yeah. Singer Barbara Lynn is 78
Barbara
today.
Lynn.
Yeah. Well, Barbara Lynn, now, she did You'll Lose a Good Thing, among several others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ronnie Millsap, 77. And let's see, singer Catherine Anderson Schaffner of the Marvelettes, 76. Any relation to the Holtville
I was
Schaffners?
just going to say Schaffner.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had those street singers in their family way back when. Huh?
Yeah. And let's see, who else has a birthday today? Oh, Jim Stafford. He's 76. Spiders and Snakes.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, spiders and snakes.
Actress, dancer Debbie Allen, 70. Singer Maxine Jones of En Vogue is 61. Sade is 61. Actor David Chokachi is 52. And actor Richard T. Jones is 48. Actress Josie Davis, 47. Supermodel Kate Moss, 46. Actor, playwright Lin-Manuel Miranda, well, he's the guy behind Hamilton. He is 40. Actress Renee Felice Smith is 35. Okay?
Okay.
How about the local ones? You ready?
How about those local ones?
How about Anna Bazan, Johnny Castro, Casey Derrick, Daniel Simon, Carolyn Moreno, Christina Escalante, Deanne Dotson, Eddie Johnson, Elizabeth Ramirez, Josh Aoun, Charisma Pollard, Daryl Pollard Jr., they're twins, Kim Carpenter, Polly Kuiper, Marcela Guerra, Mark Grand, Richard Escalante, and Yolanda Alcantar. Also, our buddy, our financial editor, Dale Howard, has a birthday today.
All right. Happy birthday to all you folks.
Yeah. Okay.
And yes, if you haven't gone outside, and when you do, you'll be greeted with beautiful, crisp air.
Okay. I got a screenshot of the weather in Omaha from my daughter Amy.
That's all it would take for me.
Yeah, 1 degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said she went to the gas station to fill up before they get hit with their freezing rain and snow. And there was, a whole bunch of snow plows lined up, filling up with gas.
Yeah. Well, they have to have gas, too,
Well, yeah, and they got to be ready.
Yeah, that's right, in anticipation.
Yeah.
I think that's what Carly Simon said.
Well.
Anticipation.
Yeah. Oh, well. And I don't know if you paid any attention, but Ken Jennings won $1 million in this week's Jeopardy tournament. Ken Jennings, the all-time, best of all time.
Best of all time.
Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the questions during the Champions tournament, I don't know how anybody got them right, but those guys did.
I don't either.
Okay. And I don't know if you saw, but Meghan Markle apparently has signed a contract with the Disney company.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Meghan may be in for a rude awakening. Being a Disney princess is not going to be the same as being a real royal princess.
Mm-hmm. But she knows both ways now.
I guess.
Because before she was a princess, she was in Hollywood.
You got it. Okay. Anyway, and neither one has, being a Hollywood princess or a royal princess, neither has any connection whatsoever to reality.
Absolutely. In fact, they're out of touch.
Totally.
Out of touch with reality.
Yes. Well. Okay, our poor Prince Charlie.
He's just along for the ride.
Well, at some point, you got to wonder, is he ever going to be king? Oh, well.
I don't know.
Mum is going to live forever, I believe.
Mum. Mum is the word.
Yeah. Are you ready for news?
We've got some news. We'll talk about a storm, but maybe not.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Okay, it's World in California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. Heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal.
CBS News Update. Word just in. The Government Accountability Office says the Trump administration broke budget law by withholding aid to Ukraine. It comes as Ukraine says it's investigating whether former U.S. Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch had been under illegal surveillance. And a man who claims to have intimate knowledge about a key issue in the impeachment probe is implicating President Trump. Rudy Giuliani's former associate, Lev Parnas, tells MSNBC.
He lied. Me and him didn't watch football games together. We didn't eat hot dogs. But he knew exactly who we were.
Parnas says he was directed to pressure Ukraine to announce an investigation of the Bidens. The White House says Parnas is a desperate man afraid of prison. About the Senate impeachment trial, CBS's Nancy Cordes.
The House impeachment managers will come over from the House once again to the Senate chamber. They will formally deliver the articles of impeachment. Then they will be invited to read those articles aloud on the Senate floor.
All of that today. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Affordable, quiet, and reliable, you can count on a furnace from York because it's backed by the strongest warranties available. It's just another way we install confidence. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501 to learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. That's 353-4501. Contractor license 6966216.
California headline news. The FAA continues to investigate why a Delta Airlines jetliner dumped fuel at low altitude over Los Angeles Tuesday after the pilots told air traffic controllers they didn't need to. Aviation experts say pilots have to think fast.
At some point, the crew changed their minds. Even after telling ATC they didn't need to dump fuel, they changed their minds for the safety of the passengers and the safety of the airplane. They have that prerogative.
Colonel Steve Gagnier, dozens of people, most of them children, treated for skin and eye irritation caused by the dumped fuel. Bill at the state capitol will allow students students to take mental health days off. Democratic Senator Anthony Portantino is the bill's sponsor. He says it would help destigmatize mental health issues.
If you're a kid struggling with a mental health issue and then you know that it's not even recognized by your school as being an excused absence, that just further adds to the stigma.
Current education code says mental and behavioral problems are not recognized as excused absences. The E. coli outbreak linked to romaine lettuce from California is officially over. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal work. Lock Air Conditioning.
The famous Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Loaded with over a pound of meat and cheese. Get yours for just $10 for a limited time. Only at Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Ask for deals. Some crust types cost more. Price and participation vary. 10 per order.
What would you like to be better at? Dancing.
Poker.
Yoga.
According to a study, CVS customers are better than most at something important, staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. So get a free prescription savings review. Plus, earn up to 50 extra bucks rewards each year for filling. Because of the things you could be better at, staying healthy tops them all. Treat yourself well at CVS. Terms and conditions apply. Not all prescriptions eligible. See our pharmacist for cvs.com/RX savings or /RX rewards.
Upgrade to the wiper blades trusted by Rainer Zietlow to break world records. Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance that lasts 2 times longer than other blades. The new Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are only available at Walmart.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. You'll find one in Brawley, another in El Centro. At Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, California Youth Reinvestment Grant will make a nice check presentation. George Gale explains.
It will be presented this morning at 11 a.m. Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia, the Imperial County Probation Department, and Right Track Youth Services will celebrate the $830,000 California Youth Reinvestment Grant. Assemblyman will present a check for the grant funds at a ceremony being held at the Imperial County Probation Department on Apple Still Road. Dan Prince, Chief Probation Officer, Fernando Jimenez, Juvenile Probation Division Manager, and Marisol Medina, Program Manager for Right Track Youth Services, will be on hand to accept the grant. Applications for the next round of grant funding are currently being accepted. The deadline is Friday, February 14th. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. I'm George Gale reporting for KXO Local News.
A blood drive in honor of Joshua Holmes will be hosted by the El Centro Regional Medical Center. It'll take place at the El Centro Outpatient Center, 385 West Main Street in El Centro from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. In the Bloodmobile. That will take place today. Walk-ins always welcome. Donate and receive a free T-shirt. KXO News Time, 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
Well, it's official. Political forums are scheduled. Here's more on that story.
They will be hosted by CoLab, a coalition for labor, agriculture, and business of Imperial County will host 3 forums in preparation for the March 3rd elections. The first forum will be held January 30th at Condon Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. It'll feature the Imperial Irrigation District Division 2 candidates. Second forum will be held on February 11th. Also in Condon Auditorium, it will feature the candidates for the County Board of Supervisors District 2. The third forum will will feature IID candidates for Division 4. It'll be held February 25th in the Kxo City Council chambers. All forums will be open to the public. They will be podcast by Kxo Radio and will be video recorded and posted on the CoLab website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And Veg Growers will also be a sponsor of both of the IID forums as part of that package. That will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Think about Valentine's Day. Just around the corner. Really, less than a month away. Valentine's Day. Think about something special for your Valentine. How about delicious handmade chocolates from the Peanut Patch in Yuma? The Peanut Patch, they're open Monday through Saturdays, and they carry many homemade chocolates, bark and cluster forms. They make their own fresh English toffee, either plain or covered in milk chocolate. And their pecan turtles, it's a special recipe that's been in their family for years. They make them from scratch. You'll find delicious chocolates and so much more at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Head east on Interstate 8, take Avenue 3E, and turn right, that's south, past MCAS Yuma. You'll come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go about 1.5 miles, and you're at the Peanut Patch. You can visit them on the web at thepeanutpatch.com. Page 2 of the Local News brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the National Weather Service forecast shows a quick-moving storm will move around the Imperial Valley. The storm from the Pacific Northwest will bring winds to the valley this evening into Friday morning. The west winds are predicted at around 15 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 20. No precipitation is expected. The storm will bring a chance of rain and patchy fog to the mountains between the valley and San Diego Thursday night and early Friday. Winds in the mountains are forecast from 15 to 20 miles per hour, with a gust as high as 35. Original forecasts had called for much stronger winds and more rain, but that has been revised. Crystal methamphetamine strapped to a 14-year-old youth. Here's more on that story.
And strapped to a child. It happened Monday. 2006 Volkswagen Jetta entered the Highway 94 checkpoint near Jamul Monday. A K-9 alerted to the vehicle, and it was sent to the secondary inspection area. Passengers were removed from the vehicle to allow the K-9 to conduct another search. When the passengers exited the vehicle, Border Patrol agents noticed a 14-year-old had 3 bundles strapped to his body under his shirt. Bundles contained over 3 pounds of crystal methamphetamine. In the meantime, K-9 alerted to the rear of the vehicle. Agents discovered 3 backpacks with 49 packages of methamphetamine weighing almost 51 pounds. Drugs were valued at around $102,000. 34-year-old driver, U.S. citizen, was arrested along with a 16-year-old U.S. citizen and 2 Mexican nationals, one 14 and the other 16 years of age. Vehicle, the narcotics, and all 4 passengers were turned over to the high-intensity drug trafficking area task force. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
Who says there's nothing to do in Imperial Valley? There's a multitude of events this Saturday. The 25th annual Junior Trout Derby at Sunbeam Lake opens with registration at 6 a.m. and fishing for stock trout commences at 7. Kids 15 and under are invited to participate in this free event. Aviation Day at the Imperial County Airport starts at 7:30 with a pancake breakfast and continues through the day. Static displays, BMX demonstrations, and free plane rides for kids will be featured. The 23rd Annual Desert Cleanup will begin with registration at 8 a.m. Volunteers will fan out in the Glamis area as well as Gordon's Well, Buttercup, and Midway Wells. Lunch will be served at 11:30 a.m. The 10th annual Justin Lofton Foundation Charity Golf Tournament tees off at the Del Rio Country Club in Brawley and will be followed by a performance of the Dueling Pianos at 8 p.m. at the Stockman's Club. All proceeds benefit the Imperial Valley Boys and Girls Club. Calexico will host a kids' night out at the Calexico Community Center, an event that will treat youngsters to an organized evening of fun and games while the parents get a night off. Sounds good, huh? And the city of El Centro is accepting applications for the 2020 installment of the Mardi Gras Light Parade and Street Festival that will be held in El Centro on Saturday, February 22nd. Deadline to submit parade entry forms is February the 18th. The city of El Centro's Mardi Gras Light Parade and Street Festival is an annual signature event with its traditional themed colors of purple, green, and gold. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a weak weather system will bring increased cloudiness today to the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Drier conditions settle back in for Friday into the weekend, but periods of cloudiness are likely Sunday into early next week. Warmer temperatures will also be seen this weekend into early next week, with highs climbing to above 70 degrees across the Imperial and Yuma valleys beginning Sunday. A wind advisory in effect for tonight through tomorrow morning for the mountains between here and San Diego. West winds of 20 to 30 miles an hour with gusts as high as 55 miles an hour are predicted. Our high yesterday was 68, 37 the low. Sunny today with a high near 71. Light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 46. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Friday will be sunny with a high near 68. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 70. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. It'll be mostly cloudy on Sunday with a high near 71. North-northwest wind around 5 miles per hour. 39 degrees downtown El Centro, 70% relative humidity. Wind out of the southwest at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Thick Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company, Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. Imperial's Do-It Centers is where you will find what you need when you need it. NBA action, Pistons got by the Celtics 116-103. 76ers topped the Nets 117-106. Heat hammered the Spurs 106-100. Raptors and the Thunder, it went 130-121. Toronto on top. Bulls beat the Wizards 115-106. Pacers topped the Timberwolves 104-99. Nuggets rolled. They beat the Hornets 186. Trailblazers 117, Rockets 107, Mavericks 127, Kings 123, and the Magic beat the Lakers 119-118.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our do-it centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtfield to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Need special equipment for your next big project? Ask us about tool rentals. You'll find everything in one place at Imperial Do-It Centers.
NFL news, the Raiders have fired their defensive coordinator, Brenston Buckner, and hired former Cowboys DC, Rod Marinelli. And speaking of NFL action, we've got doubleheaders. Well, one on Sunday, the Titans and the Chiefs will begin at 11 a.m. We'll follow that with the Packers and the 49ers. It's conference championship time leading up to the Super Bowl. And yes, we do have Super Bowl 54 on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers. You'll find them in Brawley, Holtville, and El Centro. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and weather is brought to you by Styles and Smiles. You'll find them on Imperial Avenue right by Cardenas Market in El Centro. You can call for an appointment or you can walk in. Stocks continue to soar. The Dow Jones Industrial Average right now up 168 points, 29,198. S&P 500 up 17.5 at 3,306. And the NASDAQ showing green, 54 points up at 9,313. Meanwhile, gold has dropped $5.20 an ounce, and oil up 62 cents on the barrel. Bank of America has said that the market appears it will continue to grow, but there will be some scary pullbacks, according to strategists.
It's a new year, and Styles and Smiles want you to look your best. But first, you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics. And if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary with their expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 71. Light winds becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 46. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Friday with a high near 68. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. 40 degrees downtown, 70% relative humidity. Wind out of the southwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles. They are here to make you look your best. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue, right by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
Every morning, residents of the Imperial and Coachella Valleys wake up. They drop children off at school. They start their workday. They open for business. Every day, they rely on the secure power provided by the Imperial Irrigation District. Energy, an everyday essential, delivered at affordable rates by a public power provider, committed to its customers. IID knows what matters, and what matters is you. IID, where customers always come first.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. A new report finds the Trump administration violated federal law in holding back on security aid for Ukraine, a central point in the impeachment case. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The Government Accountability Office, Congress's nonpartisan watchdog agency, finds the president was obligated to spend the Ukraine aid because it had been appropriated by lawmakers. GAO's legal finding says in withholding the aid for months last summer, Mr. Trump made a policy decision not allowed under the Impoundment Control Act.
Ukraine today said it would investigate whether former U.S. Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch was illegally put under surveillance. That suggestion was in documents tied to Lev Parnas, the former Rudy Giuliani associate who on MSNBC implicated President Trump in the effort to get Ukraine to investigate rivals.
It was never about corruption. It was strictly about the Burisma, which included Hunter Biden and Joe Biden.
The White House notes the accusation comes from a man who's been indicted on federal crimes. In about an hour, the U.S. Senate begins the process that will lead to the impeachment trial of President Trump. CBS's Nancy Cordes on Capitol Hill.
Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, John Roberts, will be sworn in as the judge, essentially presiding over this trial. And then he, in turn, will swear in all 100 senators to serve as jurors in the trial. So, think of this as sort of like jury selection day.
The trial's due to start next Tuesday. Doctors recommend physical activity to keep us in shape. Are we listening?
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says all U.S. states and territories had more than 15% of adults who are physically inactive. By region, the South has the highest prevalence of people who don't do things like running, walking, or gardening. Hispanics had the highest rate of self-reported physical inactivity.
That's CBS's Jim Crisula. They write the songs that we love. Now they're getting their place in history. CBS's Bud Michigan.
It is indeed someday for Mariah Carey, among the group of 6 elected to the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Also elected, Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. Eurythmics, Dave Stewart and Annie Lennox, and the iconic soul group, the Isley Brothers. Songwriters are eligible after writing hit songs for at least 20 years.
Steve Miller, the Neptunes, Rick Knowles, and Mickey Stevenson have also been chosen for that Hall of Fame. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 162 points, and the NASDAQ is ahead 55. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
You're in charge of hiring. And Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this magic music, which will inspire the perfect hire to begin clog dancing. Okay, there's no magic music, but skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Post your next job at Indeed.com/hire and try skills tests for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Under the Hood, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Toyota is planning to build an entire city in Japan to test out automated vehicles. Here's auto expert Jeff Gilbert.
They'll break ground for Toyota Woven City next year. It'll be built from scratch, including automated shuttles, personal robots, and lots of parks.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
A rising star has a new spoken word gig in the Big Apple.
If New Yorkers listen closely,
The next stop is Court Square.
they'll be able to hear Aquafina announcing stops on the number 7 train. It takes subway riders through Queens, where the rapper, actor, and Golden Globe winner grew up as Nora Lum.
I live with my parents.
It's a week-long promotion for her new Comedy Central show, Nora from Queens, which premieres next week. No word on how much the network paid for the announcements, but the MTA says they'll open them up for more sponsorship opportunities in the future.
And clear up the closing doors, please.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York.
Also in New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio is getting heat for saying he likes his fresh bagels toasted. That's a no-no for purists. Back in 2014, he kicked up social media indigestion when he ate pizza with a knife and fork. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
I need somebody help, not just anybody.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Hi. So I have this stain, and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
This is an ugly candy bar, Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away, we're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.